Hi team, welcome to the Everyone Active podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Jo.
Hello, I'm Michelle.
Hello.
How are
you? Really good. How has your week been?
My week's been good, actually. I've had my wedding anniversary.
Yay!
Mr. Laurie's a lucky man.
Yes. Yes. How did you two meet?
At school.
Oh.
Yeah. We didn't date or anything because I wasn't allowed.
Okay.
But I did torment him.
Did you like, I'm
no.
here, hello?
Well, I just was annoying, which I know is shocking. Shock.
No.
I know.
No.
Yeah, we met at school, age 12. He came down from Scotland and, we met then. And then I threw his shoes up a tree, generally played pranks on him for most of our school time together.
Oh, but your childhood sweetheart.
Not really. I mean, I just tormented him. Bless him.
Oh,
we feel sorry for him.
Happy now.
Thank you.
Belated
23 years. Long time. He's a lucky man, Mr. Laurie.
Oh, I love that. Are you loving all the sport?
I love the sport.
And the Olympics.
Oh, I love it. Are you watching TV all the time?
All the time. And I'm going to give her a little shout out. Hi, MZ.
Oh.
Emma is she's our contract at the moment. Contract, because she's on maternity cover. Contract front of house manager. And her dad is volunteering in the Olympics. So Emma's gone over as well. And they've got tickets to some of the events. Isn't this amazing?
I'm really jealous.
I love the Olympics.
I love the Olympics.
Oh,
I love it.
everything and everybody and all nations, and it just...
No, it's good, isn't it? And it's good TV, I think, as well. There's so much variety on. Favourite things to watch Olympics, favourite events, go.
Triathlon, actually.
That's a tenuous link, isn't it?
Sprints and the relays. Oh,
I love a relay.
I literally adore the relays.
I love a relay.
I could just list. I could list and list and list. Sailing.
Do you like the sailing?
I really like the sailing.
you?
And then I have to kind of work out where they're getting all the points from. I'm like,
I don't understand it, so I find that quite challenging.
But no, absolutely love it.
Loving it. We love it.
Yay!
Now you did just a little link there about what we're going to talk about today.
Yay!
It's good. You're good.
Triathlon. The triathlon.
You've got experience of this, haven't you?
Not racing one, managing one, training athletes for one. Yeah. Many moons ago, I worked for the first triathlon that was ever held at London Excel. So
Did you?
Yeah, London Triathlon.
There you go, folks.
Peel the layers.
Peel the
And it was the first time that it had been held at Excel. This was, many moons ago. It was amazing.
So what did you do?
Amazing.
What was your role?
So I was helping the people who were managing
Yep.
the entire programme.
Oh, my goodness.
So they'd been in there for setup to get through. And then my job on the day, I did registration to start off with. And then I was in transition area, because there's rules around transitions in triathlon. And then I got to put medals on people.
Oh, the best.
Oh, watching people after they've done a triathlon finish that line. And it's the first time, because I wasn't working in fitness then, but it's the first time that I have ever seen, and professional, professionals were racing as well. Professional athlete literally pushed themselves, collapsed. We will talk about, people probably recognise, and we'll talk about it in a bit, the Brownlee brothers.
Yeah.
When you've absolutely exhausted yourself and you're there, an athlete actually collapsed 5 metres before the finish line.
Wow.
And I was not allowed to leave. So you can imagine me, I'm there going, you can do it, it's this way, come on. No. And they rolled over and they actually crawled, and then ended up dragging their legs, because it's the oxygen level in your blood. Paramedics are literally the other side of the line going, cross it, and then I can jump on you, cross it, because I want you to finish. And phenomenal. Maybe that was my turning time when I was like, wow. Yeah, so good. And then I've had PT clients.
I bet you've had quite a few, haven't you?
Yay!
So we're going to talk about today how you can prepare for a triathlon, can't you? And about the different types of triathlons and about different events and things that we have going on.
Yeah. We should do the basics about
the basics.
What is a triathlon?
Yeah, so we've been researching this more than the triathlons that we realised.
There's loads.
There's lots, aren't there?
But the disciplines in a triathlon are
running.
Yep.
Swimming.
Yep.
My favourite, cycling.
Is it really your favourite? Is it your favourite? And triathlons tend to start with the swim first, then they'll go onto the bike and then finish with the run.
Which would be your favourite to do of all of those three?
I could probably do a duathlon.
Could you?
I could do the bike and then the run.
running. Swimming's not your thing?
I love swimming. don't like swimming when there's loads of other people. And also, the majority of triathlons happen in open water.
No, I was going to say about open water.
Love a bit of lake swimming, love a bit of sea swimming, but just not in a competitive...
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, no.
How is your swimming? My swimming's okay. It's not. I don't look very pretty swimming. I haven't got great technique.
If I say this, though, this is going to end up being like a thing where I said, I need to go and do high rocks. And there I was rocking up to do high rocks.
Yeah.
I used to be a really good swimmer.
Did you?
Yes. And I loved it. And now I seem to not be, probably because I just don't really swim anymore. I just love a
poodle.
Love a poodle.
A poodle.
Love a poodle. But yeah, I used to be, so I need somebody, high swim coaches out there, teach me how to breathe again on my old front crawl.
The thing. I think it's the coordination of the strokes and the breathing. If you're listening to this, I'm doing an impersonation of swimming, by the way, right now, which is a brilliant front crawl.
Yes. But it's all the mobility, and it's the mobility of like my shoulder. I just,
Yeah.
Hey ho, maybe that's my next challenge.
So in terms of let's go sort of to when you are training people to go for a triathlon. So like a standard triathlon, because we have triathlons and half triathlons, don't we? What do you have a specific program that you follow with them, or do you make it quite?
It depends on the distance of triathlon. So maybe we should just
let's break down what those are then.
So we've got sprint triathlon.
Yep.
We've got Olympic distance triathlon.
Yes.
And then there's Ironman events. They were your traditional 3.
Yeah.
And they're your traditional 3 distances, I suppose. So your sprint triathlon is shorter swim, 750 metre swim.
Yes.
Then a 20k bike.
And then 5k run, isn't it?
Then a lovely 5k.
Just to finish you off.
On the end. And then your Olympic distance triathlon is a 1.5 kilometre swim.
That's what would kill me, I think. Actually, that's a lie. The 40k bike would kill me. Don't know what I'm talking about.
Followed then by
a 10k run. Yeah. That's not really happening for me. But I tell you what I would do, cheer you on.
Oh, thank you, Gord.
I'd have
with
cheerleaders there for you.
Then, I think maybe if we're setting things, maybe you should enter like Ironman level.
3.8 swim.
Kilometre swim,
18 bike.
180 kilometre
180
bike.
kilometres? Oh, no, thank you.
Followed by
42 kilometre run.
a marathon,
Yeah, no, I think no. But I'd like to thank you for the offer.
Yes! And then you could walk with a tattoo. Like a lot of people who have done Ironman can then compete. You know, it's the little box with a little circle ahead.
Yes.
Ironman. It's
I know, it's
hardcore.
very impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, completely. And then, so along with the fact that we are growing triathlons, there's been and you've noticed in sport over the past 10 years, there's been a little nod to, okay, how do we get more juniors involved? How do we make this more viewer friendly? How do we get more people down to participate and be the atmosphere and be the crowd?
Yeah.
So like you've got the T20 in cricket, you've got different series in golf, you've got different leagues starting up.
Have we got one in the triathlon?
Yes. It's called Super Tri.
What is that, please?
So the Super Tri happens traditionally in the off season.
Okay.
Of triathletes. So that is triathlons. So that's September to April.
Okay.
Different cities around the world. Same distances, apart from there's now different categories that you can compete in. That doesn't quite make sense, does it? So now there are different awards that you could get in each of the disciplines.
Oh, okay.
So it's over a weekend rather than just one day.
Yeah.
It's over the weekend, and there are different coloured tops. A little bit of a nod to the Tour de France, maybe.
Oh.
I mean, if ideas work well, spread them out around sport.
Yeah.
So you would get a certain coloured top to wear if you were the fastest swimmer. You would get a certain colour top to wear.
If you were the fastest to run. Okay,
yes,
understand.
absolutely. So makes it a bit more interactive and a bit more user-friendly, because then you could spot, you're like, you might be having the fastest swimmer, but I can see that you've dropped right the way back on your bike. So it's a bit of audience interaction. So then it helps you kind of follow and understand it a little bit more. So that's called the Super Tri. To open up the world of triathlon.
Yes.
There are now
We've been researching this, haven't we?
Other little events.
So tell us about this one that you've researched today.
There's the T100.
The T100.
It just reminded me of T20 cricket, but it's not. It's T100.
Okay.
Because everything adds up to 100.
Right.
So 2K swim, 80K bike, 18K run.
80k bike.
Yes.
That's quite a long way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long way. And then we've also got, which I think is lovely, a series called TriStar, which is aimed at children.
Great.
I know, so we can get the littlies in as well.
So
and they are
what are those distances then?
A 50-metre swim,
Yep.
usually in a swimming pool, but could be outside as well. A 1.5k run, and then a 1.5k bike.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, but what a way of like opening the door and
Introducing
getting the new
kids to it. Yeah.
Yeah, new through. So I digressed slightly. Sorry, you were asking me about training specific.
Training. So do you, for example, if you're training someone, do you ask them what their strengths are? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So triathlon, I would say, is an absolutely brilliant event. If you want to go and do something different, go and do it. I would say that not many people that I train have never not done a cycle bike event before or have not already competed in a 5k or a 10k run. There's always something. So you will always find out what their strongest is, what they love, how you can improve that. But then I would see my work as the personal trainer, as the coach, to help them on their weakest element.
Yeah.
If their weakest element was swimming, I would absolutely recommend getting a swim coach as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a swim coach. I could train you in the gym, train you outside, absolutely prep you for it.
Yeah.
But swim coaches are going to be.
So we are looking at giving them specific training, aren't you? Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I was wondering, how you would cope with the swimming aspect of it.
Yeah. And then you plan their distances, you plan what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
But I would focus more on their strength. So the stronger they get for each discipline and working the different areas of the body that we would need for each discipline, and then progressing that up. And
I guess also progressing on things like their stamina and their flexibility and that kind of thing as well.
Yeah.
And how long, what sort of, so say you've got your date for your triathlon in mind. Mm-hmm. How far in advance are you seeing people usually to start their training? If it's an ideal world.
We're not saying like Olympic distance and we're not going Ironman.
No.
They're probably like 3 months, 4 months out, and then they can prep. They can get in it. And the biggest thing as well, and we spoke about this when we've done marathon talking, is getting used to the kit. And the best thing or the challenge that's in triathlons is your transition.
It's the transitions, yeah.
So open water triathlons, you are in a wetsuit and you have to do wetsuit, cap on, goggles on. So then you're coming out of the water up the ramp and you will see how to undo your wetsuit whilst you're still running. And most people are now down wetsuit
to their waist,
so they can whoop the rest of it off, and you will have your triathlon suit on, your bike suit on underneath.
Yeah.
Nobody walks around in a wetsuit and a triathlon suit and then put their trainers on whilst wet all day long. Like they're the bits that need.
I do on a Monday.
Did we hear that, team? On a Monday,
no.
Heading down to Bracknell.
Yeah, to Bracknell. But that's the thing. It's those transitions, isn't it?
Yes.
Because they'll lose so many vital seconds, wouldn't they?
But there are also rules about where they can do their transition. And there's also, you're not allowed to run in certain areas of the transition field. You have to make sure you're pushing your bike. You're not riding it straight away until you get out of the transition zone.
Okay. And presumably there are marshals and things there watching to make sure you're not doing that.
Yep, absolutely. And then you get disqualified. Well, you either get disqualified, you get points added on, or you have to pause. So there'll be like a transition box, like a penalty box somewhere, and you have to stay in there.
Like a sin bin.
Yes, like a sin bin. And then they've gone again. So then they're off on bike. And it's that when you then have to concentrate. And you find a totally different mindset on your bike. Because you're swimming, you are puffing and you are breathing and your upper body has gone for it. And now it's like, right, legs.
Let's go. Yeah.
But you're not fresh legs.
Because they've just swum. Yeah.
Because you're already swimming. And then from your bike, you transition back into the area. You have to rack your bike in a certain way. You have to lose your helmet, your glasses.
Wow.
And then you transition from your cycling shoes into your trainers. Most people will stay in their cycling suit. Right. To then run as well. But people will probably have zippers on the front for when they're getting hot, when they're running.
Wow.
And then all the way through and they're off.
Goodness me.
Done.
So to prepare them for that, not only the transitions, are you looking at do you get them on specific pieces of kit in the gym, or what sort of things do you get people prepping on? Do you get them in classes? What do you do?
Yeah. So in terms of individuals, when we're talking about people coming into an Everyone Active gym, we have got so many facilities that somebody can go off and train their cardio zones. So they can do their intervals on a piece of kit. They can go off and do their long distance bikes, cycle studios, into HIIT classes. And the flip side of that is also, we've got the rehab classes.
Yeah.
We've got the Pilates for core strengthening.
Yeah.
We've got core classes.
And you've got the conditioning things as well.
And
you?
I like to think, if you are wanting to do this, this is your own goal. And then if a coach, a professional, or somebody has said to you, right, that's your plan, go off and do your classes. If you can't do your classes and you can't do your cardio, you've now created yourself a barrier for actually doing an event. Do you want to do the event?
Yeah.
If you want to do the event, go off and do the training. However, the flip side of that is, we're experts in that gym setting.
Yeah.
We are going to help you build the correct muddles. We are going to help you build the correct muscles. So running, cycling, and absolutely an element of swimming. Legs, we want to be building their legs.
Yeah.
We are going to be looking at their squats. We're going to be looking at their power moves, their deadlifts. A lot of, we've spoken about in football, single leg movements, because cycle, you're single leg, running, you are single, working on their plyometrics, so potentially box jumps being thrown in. And I'm just shouting off exercises here, there and everywhere, but it would be within a structured plan.
Yeah.
A big thing that I like to focus on is their posterior chain. So back muscles, back, shoulder, lats, lat pull downs, single arm rows, hamstrings, and our good
old glutes.
Glutes, because they are used in all three disciplines. And then swimmers, shoulders, back strength. Like, if you took a pure swimmer's physique, they are the ultimate triangle.
Ultimate Dorito shape.
Yeah. Massive shoulders, huge back, like the power to pull and the speed. So yeah, strength training is very, very important in events like this.
Very good. Yay. So we actually sponsor an event, don't we? A triathlon event. Everyone active. Superhero.
The superhero.
Superhero. So it's a superhero series triathlon, isn't it?
Yes. Down at Dorney Lake.
Yeah. And 17th of August.
17th of
So
August
you've still got
this
time
year.
to get yourself in there.
So the superhero series is aimed at families.
Yep. Families. Yep.
And the criteria, you have to have a superhero. You have to have a member of your team.
With a disability of some description.
And you have to dress up.
Have to dress up. This is where it gets my interest.
There we go. What would you be? What superhero character would you be?
Well, people that would know me very well will know that I do actually have a Wonder Woman outfit, which OVS.
Yes.
I wear it a lot. Not a lot. That sounds weird. I don't wear it that much. Oh dear, now I'm digging a hole, aren't I?
Yes!
Okay, so if there's a chance to dress up, I dress up as Wonder Woman.
Yes. You actually look like Wonder Woman.
Thank you.
Here.
I like to think so.
Yeah, definitely.
In my head, I look like Wonder Woman. Yeah, I'd be Wonder. Who would you be?
Who would I be?
Supergirl.
Supergirl. Yeah, but then I'll be flying. I'll have a think. I'll
Okay,
come
we'll
back to that
one.
Come to that one. The huge and massive point about superhero series
Yes.
is it is a triathlon that is absolutely aimed for wheelchair use.
Brilliant.
So we've got correct roads and we've got in the water flotation
Flotation
Amazing devices. Bikes designed for it, pedal bikes, foot bikes. You
So I
name
think
it.
what we'll do is we'll put the link in this podcast and you can click onto it and get some more information on
Yay.
it.
And there are different distances.
Yeah, there's 3 different types, aren't there, for it?
Full,
Yes.
half,
Yes.
sprint.
Hooray! Yes. So we've got sprint, which is swim 150 metres, 3 kilometre bike and push or run of 1K.
Yep. The half superhero.
Yes.
Which is 400 metre swim, 10K bike, and a push or a run of 2.5K. And when we say push or a run, we can push the chair.
Yes. And full superhero is 750 swim, 20 kilometre bike and 5K push or run.
Yes.
So there's something in there for everyone, isn't there, really?
Yeah, definitely. So superhero series.
Yeah.
Down at Dorney Lake.
Yes.
17th.
of August.
Which means when you're listening to this, book now. Like
Book.
literally.
Yeah, link.
Don't
link.
waste it.
Click, click, click.
And share. So make sure loads of people know about it. And if you're around Dorney Lake, go down and support. Go down and support. cheer everybody on.
That would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Especially if it's a nice day, you can take a picnic. Dorney Lake's amazing.
Dorney Lake, dun, 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 just reminds me of 2012.
Does it?
Oh, the Olympics.
The Olympics.
And whilst we're talking triathlon, we should probably do a good old nod. The Brownlee brothers.
Oh, my goodness. So, for people that don't know who the Brownlee brothers are, give us a very quick recap.
Really. So we've
They're brothers,
always
aren't they,
had,
first of all?
they are brothers.
Yeah.
We've always had British triathletes.
Yeah.
Like, it's always been a thing,
It's
triathlon.
one of our good sports, isn't it?
And then the Brownlee brothers bought it, boom, straight into the forefront. And I would say that there are a lot of current athletes that are now competing
Because of them?
Because of them.
Yeah.
So big shout out as well to Alex Yee, who's our current Team GB male number one triathlete. And he, would give a big nod to the Brownlee brothers. So Alistair is our most successful Olympic triathlete.
Yes.
Ever. And Johnny is the younger brother.
He's the younger one, yeah.
And he sneaks ahead of his brother in terms of world championship medal winners. And it's one of my most favourite moments of sport ever. And I did a little nod to it earlier, was in the World Championships in Mexico. It's a very, very famous clip from 2016, which blows my mind.
I didn't realise it was that long ago, I know.
2016,
I know.
where Johnny was set for third place finish and got to that absolute point of
Couldn't go any further,
delusional.
yeah.
There was not enough oxygen circulating around his body, and he just started wobbling and wobbling and wobbling.
Oh, and his brother.
And Alistair was behind him, caught him up, and you just see him pick, literally,
So cute.
but you're not allowed to pick up. He's not allowed to pick up, he's not allowed to drag him, so he just had to be the support. And then he literally launches his brother over the line.
So if you've
to
never
make sure he
seen that
finished
clip,
third.
go online and look at the clip because it is unbelievable, isn't it?
And that to me epitomises what
Agree.
sporting prowess is about. Like, he could have just gone, do you know what? No. But he was like, you're my brother. I'm going to get you, and you are going to get this third place. And
it makes you cry, doesn't
all
it?
goose pimply. All
Does make
goose
you cry.
pimply.
So can I bust a myth with you?
I like 'em. Yeah.
If someone has never done a triathlon before but thinks, I want to do this, how long would you get them sort of ready for it? And we said 3 months. Is that someone that's conditioned, or would you say someone that's starting from scratch? Have they got any chance of doing it in 6 months?
Yeah, absolutely. If we did the sprint triathlon distance, we've got a 5K run at the end. You could do couch to 5K easily in that time. If you're working with a personal trainer as well, absolutely. But it's being a discipline. When you enter an event, you have to be disciplined with it. So if you are going to enter, go and do it. Go and do a triathlon.
Okay, so I've got my goal in mind. I've got my plan set up. It's now a week before my event. Am I going absolutely all guns blazing? Am I going crazy trying to do the same distances? What am I doing?
You are totally enjoying the week before your event.
Okay.
You are not. You've hit your target.
I've hit my targets.
You're there. You're now staying in that peak condition, and you're checking your kit. You're making sure you're eating. You're making sure you're sleeping. You are becoming very hydrated, and you are easing off. So it's tapering, but you start tapering probably at least 2 weeks before.
So 2 weeks before my event, I'm starting to just taper everything down, and then a week before, I'm just
you're
loving life.
Check in. And please, team, please, big note, make sure you have run the distance that you are meant to be running in the shoes that you are wearing on the day, so you don't get blisters.
Yeah, good point.
Wear the shoes that you are going to be running in.
Very, very good point.
Yay.
Do you know what this is bringing me to? Which is just little cogs going in my head. Our new EA series, Performance and Conditioning, is specifically designed with having an end goal event in mind, correct?
Correct.
Could that end goal event be a triathlon? So if you're thinking of doing a triathlon,
Yeah, absolutely.
that kind of, if you want to do something in a group class, then that might be for you.
Yeah, good old performance and conditioning. Love it. Well, I wouldn't say good old. It's very new to our timetables. Yay!
But that kind of discipline and having that end goal, then you can work with somebody to help you
and
do
it will
that.
also, like I said it earlier, and that's the reason that I won't do it, is because I'm not good at swimming surrounded by other people.
Yeah.
We've got pools in so many of our centres.
Yeah.
Performance and conditioning, you're working in groups, you're getting used to what it feels like, hitting
be
your
in that
goals.
but in a group environment.
Yeah, absolutely. and I'm also going to nod right back at you.
Go on.
Rejuvenate will be absolutely
Amazing.
perfect
Yeah.
for your rehab, but
Recover.
also understanding your conditioning and understanding your recovery are being an important part of your plan to get you to your...
100%.
So, yes, absolutely.
Well, I hope we've inspired you today to go and take part in a triathlon.
Go and do it.
No. Before you ask me, no. No. Have you decided what your superhero is going to be yet, by the way?
Oh, no. Nominations in. Although, hang on, no nominations are needed because I don't need to be wearing a superhero costume.
Just generally in life?
Mm.
Missed something there, listeners, haven't we? There's so many things for people to try, aren't there?
Yeah.
Try. Do you see what I did there?
Ah, there
Here are all
she
my
is.
folks.
There she is.
I think we've run out of time, though.
Yay.
Sorry about that.
Go and sign up for a triathlon.
Yes, and yeah, you've got
Do it.
time.
And
do
all
it.
of you out there that have done your Olympic distance triathlons, where's your half Ironman? Come and do your half Ironman. Go and do your Ironman. Do it.
And
Set
you're going to
yourself a
think of
goal.
an outfit to wear.
I will think of an outfit to wear.
We'll come back to you.
Please keep your emails friendly. Thanks very much. And team, as always, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for joining in.
If you've got any questions, pop us an email, podcast@everyoneactive.com. Please give us some likes, whatever, provided that you listen, watch your podcast on. Lovely reviews would be nice. 5 stars, please.
Yay, and share away.
Share the love.
Take care, team, and we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.